Hello, in this video, we will see what is Autotask workflow and how it does work in the H-Office system. An Autotask workflow is a set of tasks arranged in a specific order where each task is automatically triggered one after the other. This automation makes sure that the tasks are assigned and managed efficiently without needing manual input. When one task is completed and closed, the system automatically assigns the next task to the right person based on the sequence setup and the workflow. This process continues until all the tasks are finished. Here is an example of hiring process. We will implement this example in the H-Office system. Now, let's see the setup of the Autotask workflow. So in the task setup, click on the Autotask workflow. Now click on the Add button, which is on the right hand side. Now let's understand each of the fields. First is Autotask title. It is a short name which is manually entered to describe what the task workflow involves. For example, hiring process. It is the title of the Autotask. Next is subtask name. This specifies the specific task or action within the series of tasks. For example, job, post, advertisement. Next is the priority. It is the urgency or order in which the task should be completed. Example, if suppose there are 5 tasks, then tasks having 0 priority will be executed first, followed by 1, 2, 3 and so on. So by default, the first task has the priority as 0. Next is duration. It is the time expected to complete the task. You can select the duration from the drop-down menu, that is in days, hours and minutes. For example, I have selected here day. Estimated time is the total time which is predicted to complete the particular task. The user enters this value based on the selection duration unit. For example, if days are selected, input the number of days required. Next is the weightage. It is the importance of the task in the series of tasks which is shown as percentage. Example, 20%. Note that the total weightage for all the tasks should add up to 100%. Next is the designation. It is the role responsible for completing the task. For example, manager is responsible for the task post job advertisement. So here I'll select the manager. Next is assigned to. This field refers to the specific person assigned to complete this task. You can select the person from the drop-down menu. Next is activity. So the main category or phase of the work the task belongs to. Example, this posting a job advertisement comes under the activity called as marketing. So here I'll select the marketing as an activity. Next is sub-activity. It is a more detailed action under the main activity. For example, I have selected here email marketing as the sub-activity. Now next is description. It is a detailed explanation of the task. For example, I have written create and post a job advertisement on various platforms. So this is the description of the task. Next come publish on the portal. It means that whether the task should be visible on the portal. So you can choose yes or no from the drop down. If you want that the task should be visible on the portal, then select yes, otherwise select no. Next is mandatory task. It shows that whether the task is mandatory, it means that the task should be completed before the subsequent task can begin. You can select yes or no from the drop-down menu. The next field is template lookup. Here, you can find the templates which are created in the task template field. You can create different templates for each task where you can provide instructions and guidelines for the specific subtask. Whenever you assign the task to the concerned person, he will receive the task along with the selected template content so that the person can follow the guidelines and perform the task accordingly by maintaining the highest quality standards for your organization. For example, posting a job advertisement required a template lookup covering the guide drafting, reviewing, and posting the job ad across various platforms. So here I am selecting this template lookup. Next field is the employee group. In the employee group field, it is a specific group selected for the employees. It means that all the employees within that group will receive a notification for the task. For example, if marketing is selected here, then all the employees within the marketing group will receive the notification for this particular post job advertisement task. Now, next is this delete button. It is a button to remove or delete the task entirely. If you press this delete button, your entire task will get deleted. Now to add more tasks, you can simply click on this add button and here the task will get appear. So on clicking the add button, you can add as many tasks as needed. Now I have created these 5 tasks and its total weight is 100. Now click on the save button. So here we can see the workflow of hiring process has been created. Now we can set the status as active or inactive. Also we can edit the task by simply clicking on this pencil button, and we can delete this task as well by clicking on this delete button. But note that if this task has already been used in the system, then you cannot delete it. Now let's see how it works in the front end. Now under the activity section, click on task and then compose auto task. In the auto task, click on the drop down menu and we'll select the particular auto task which we have made right now, called as hiring process. In the subject, it will automatically fetch the name of the auto task. You can edit it if you want. Now you can select the company associated with the task and its branch that specify the location of the company. Start date is the date on which the task is scheduled to begin. You can select the date and time by simply clicking on the box. Next is category. The category is the classification of the task based on its type. Example, hiring process comes under the HR category. Based on the category, the list of the contact or raw contact will appear here. It is the specific individual or potential client related to the task. Simply press the space bar and the list of contact or prospect appears. Click any contact you want to add and the concerned person will receive the updates on this particular task. So under the HR category, these two are the concerned person. Same with the product. Press the space bar and add the product you want to associate with the task. Example, computers are added as the product. Next comes the quantity of the product, like how many computers are required. Next field is schedule task. This field provides two options in the drop-down menu, determining how the task will be scheduled. First is regular task workflow. This option is suitable when the workflow is driven by the task start date. In this case, the start date must be specified and the auto task workflow will proceed accordingly. For example, the hiring process comes under regular task workflow as it relies on the initiation of the recruitment activities. I'll also explain the second task, that is target schedule wise task workflow. This option is ideal for tasks that must be completed by the specific deadline. When I click this, so their end date option appears. The end date is crucial and the system will automatically assign the dates, that is the end date and the start date. It means that the task will automatically get scheduled between these two start and end dates. Now, these all the list of tasks will appear here, which is under the hiring process workflow. You can edit it if necessary. So, these are all the fields which we looked while configuring the auto task workflow setup. As the hiring process comes under regular task workflow, so I'll select this. Now, next comes related to. It links the task to the specified lead, product, or any other entity within the system for context. For example, I'm selecting here lead. Next is priority. It indicates the urgency or importance of the task, which is categorized as low, medium, and high. Example, I'm setting the priority to high for a task that needs an immediate attention. Next comes status. It is the current stage of the task, such as in progress or completed. Example, mark the status as in progress. It means that the work has begun. Next comes the file attachments. It allows you to attach relevant documents or files to the task for easy access. Also, there is an option from the DMS, that is Document Management System. So, file attachment enables users to conveniently add important documents or files directly to a task for the quick reference. So, here I am taking a PDF file for sample. And then simply click on Save button. Next comes followers. It is the individuals who are added to receive updates and notification about the task progress. Press the space bar and all the contacts will appear here. Okay, so now next comes send notification to followers. This enables sending updates or alerts to the followers via email or SMS. You can also select both if you want. Now, simply click on the Save button to save the task and let's see how this Autotask workflow process. Now, here you can see the first task of workflow called as Post Job Advertisement. In the left hand side, you can review all the details and here we can see the task is assigned to the concerned person named as Elias Smith. Now, let's log in into his account. So here, the login account is of Elias Smith. Now under the activity section, go into the task and see the task has been assigned to him. Click on this particular task and suppose that the task is being completed. Now we need to close this task. Then click on update. Now this task has been closed. Let's log out from this account and log in into the another account to see whether the next task has been assigned to the concerned person or not. So go under activity section and click on task. So the task has been appeared to the concerned person. So in the same way, click on this task and suppose the task has been done. So close this. Now the task has been closed and the notification status updated successfully has been came. Now again log in from the account who has created this auto task workflow. Now under the report section, scroll down and under the task tab, click on the auto task report. So here click on this progress and you can see all the tasks which are in progress, which are closed, who is the concerned person for this task. So it shows the report of your auto task workflow. Click on close. Here you can see the completed task as well. So it shows the report of your auto task workflow. So that's how the auto task workflow works in the H-Office system. Thank you.